What's going on, my Wakanda family? It's your boy T'Challa, and in today's video I just want to get right to it. Thank you for stopping by to check out the video on this day. You could be watching anyone else's video, but you took the time out to stop by and check mine out, so thank you with the deepest sincerity. Let's get into the build. Hardwire isn't used much because, let's face it, this is a game that is dominated by high armor DPS builds. Skill builds come secondary to that. When your build is built on skills, it's using individual pieces rather than an entire gear set that is made for skill builds. Today we are running a hybrid between skills, DPS, and heals, hence the target gear set of choice. As you watch this gameplay, you will witness the power without dominating weapon damage, crit chance, or crit damage. The capacitor is the key to this build. When doing the math, 1.5% skill damage times a cap of 40 gives you 60% skill damage when you are capped out on the capacitor. Then you get 7.5% weapon damage multiplied by 6 skill tiers, that gives you 45% weapon damage. Now can you guys see how this build does DPS without actual weapon cores? If you enjoyed this build concept and the video, do me a small favor by dropping a thumbs up as well as a comment with your thoughts, and let's talk about it. Subscribe for more of out of the box builds like this one and to join the Wakanda family. I will catch you guys all for the build breakdown right after these clips. Enjoy. T'Challa out. Okay, family, starting out with the specialist, we're using technician. Of course, we're using technician for two reasons. The two passive talents, the first one is amped, which gives you the skill tier, and then the second passive talent, which is overclocked, which gives you plus 10% skill damage. Alright, as far as the rest of the build, let's start with our weapons. We are using the capacitor. Okay, the capacitor is expertise level 15, and no, I do not have damage to target out of cover, but I will re-roll that. But as you see in the gameplay, even though it has health damage, this weapon was still slapping without damage to target out of cover. So we're using a capacitor. For the second weapon, I was switching between the Lexington and this black market RPK. You see we got 114.4k base damage, expertise to level 20 with LMG damage to target out of cover, and health damage as well. Again, I don't have damage to armor, which would have made this hit a little bit harder, but they are still hitting hard as you saw in the gameplay. As far as the sidearm, we are running the orbit. We always have this. When I periodically think about it, I'll switch to the orbit, finish off the enemy, and get that extra damage for the perfect finisher, which is the talent swapping from this weapon within 10 seconds of killing an enemy grants 35% critical hit chance and 40% critical hit damage for 15 seconds. Okay, now what I really love about this, because I really didn't care about this brand set. A lot of people were raving for it when it first came out, but I really didn't care for it. But I was just sitting here like, man, let me test Hardwire out. Let me see what kind of build I could put together. And this is what we came up with. So we're running the mask, the chest piece, and we are running the knee pads. Now, we're not running for the full 4-piece gear set, the bonus that you get. I don't really care for the 4-piece. I really just wanted the skill haste, the skill damage, and the repair skills. As you see, get 15% skill haste for 2 pieces, and then 3 pieces, 15% skill damage, 30% repair skills. We're running skill tier, and then we have repair skills on the knee pads. And then as far as the chest, we're running skill tier, armor regen, and then 20% skill mod or gear mod with repair skills. As far as the mask, we are running skill tier, skill damage, and then we have a maxed out skill haste gear mod on here. And then as far as the backpack, we have armor. We're running my favorite backpacks. One of my favorite, especially with this update, is Perfect Bloodsucker. Killing an enemy adds and refreshes a stack of 12% bonus armor for 10 seconds. Max stacks is 10, which gives you up to 120% extra bonus armor when you are maxed out. And then it's because it's Bellstone, you get the 1% armor regen. So that's what we were going for, armor regen on this build. And as far as the repair skills, when we get to the skills, I'll break down why I chose the Hill Hive. Okay, now getting to our holster, we have the Hannah U Corporation, gives us 10% skill haste. We're running skill tier. We have skill damage, and then we have armor regen rolled onto this. Okay, getting into the skills, we're running the Fire Sticky. This is another one of my favorite skills, is the Fire Sticky for 2 reasons. They burn the enemy as well as stumbles the enemy, which gives you more time to shoot at them without them shooting at you. And when they're burned, they can't really aim down sights. It's thrown off, so they kind of have to hip fire. We have this expertise to level 10 to give us the 10% extra burn damage. I was also running in some of the clips, I was running the drone, the assault drone, which I have that expertise to 7, gives us 7% extra damage. The next skill we are running is the Hill Hive. Now that's why I ran Hardwire, to get the skill damage and the repair skills, because now not only are you doing DPS, but you are also gaining heals. So this skill, I think I went down maybe twice. I played a full day with this build and only went down twice because of the playstyle. You're not a running gunner, but you're doing damage, you're behind cover, and when you're not, you have your Hill Hive constantly healing you. So that's why we ran that. Let's get into some stats. So we have 26% crit hit chance, 99% crit hit damage. Now for those number guys, I know you guys like high numbers, but at the same time, when you see a build put together well and it's well done, guess what? It's gonna smack regardless. It's gonna do its job. And that was the whole purpose. This is good for team play as well as solo play. Let's look at, I meant to go back to the weapon damage. So we have 30% assault rifle damage and 15% LMG damage. This is the build, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Put it together, see how you want to do it. And let's not forget these BTSU gloves. I almost forgot that. So we have the transference overclock, which grants 15% Hive skill haste per skill tier, which we have 6. Detonating the Hive refreshes your skill cooldowns and grants overcharge for 15 seconds. If at skill tier 6, this effect also applies to all allies. Allies receiving this effect are unable to benefit from it again for 120 seconds. So when you got 6 skill tiers, the purpose of these BTSU gloves, it puts everything in overdrive. Like it overclocks it, which makes it go past skill level 6. So that's why we are running the BTSU gloves, for those special moments. But again, if you enjoyed this video, you enjoyed this build, let me know what you think in the comment section. Remember to like, subscribe, drop a comment below if you feel the need. And hey, let's get to it because we all here for the same thing. Hope you enjoy. It's your boy T'Challa. T'Challa out.